Welcome to lecture 2.2, Existence of a Limit and One-Sided Limits. Existence of a limit. Recall from lecture 2.1, the informal definition of limit shows that the limit L exists and is the value of the function f of x approaches when x gets closer to x is equal to a, both from the left and from the right. So recall from our previous example, we have f of x is equal to x minus 2. As you can see, when we evaluate that, we get the value of y, which is 2. That is also the limit of f of x as x approaches 4. As you can see, the y values approach 2 from the left and from the right. Now, what do we mean by the limit exists? Let's have the following theorem. Let f of x be defined on an interval containing a except possibly at x is equal to a. Then, L is equal to limit of f of x as x approaches a exists if and only if the limit of f of x as x approaches a from the right is equal to the limit of f of x as x approaches a from the left, and both exist and are equal to L. Alright, meron tayong mga bagong symbols na gagamitin. For this one, hindi yan a raised to plus at ito hindi yan a raised to minus. No. Ang basa natin dito, the limit of f of x as x approaches a from the right kapag plus, and then from the left kapag minus. Ang tawag natin dito ay one-sided limit. Equivalently, the theorem states that if L exists, then the right-hand limit is equal to the left-hand limit. They both exist and equal L. And if RHL, or the right-hand limit, is equal to the left-hand limit and both exist, then L exists and equals both. These are the symbols that we are going to use and what we are going to call them. For the first one, we have the limit of f of x as x approaches a. Ang tawag natin dito ay ordinary limit or just simply limit. It can also be referred to as two-sided limit. And then for the second and the third one, that's the right-hand limit from the right, and the third one, left-hand limit from the left. For example, the limit of the quantity x minus 2 as x approaches 2 is equal to 0. It exists. Hence, the right-hand limit and the left-hand limit are also equal to 0, and both one-sided limits exist. Okay? Paano natin nakuha yung 0 for the right-hand limit and left-hand limit? Substitute lang din natin yung 2 doon sa x. Okay, kasi ano ba yon? Kumbaga kukunin muna natin yung ordinary limit and then saka tayo magko-conclude that the left and the right-hand limits also exist and equal doon sa ordinary limit. For the number 2, the limit of 1 over x minus 2 as x approaches 2, as you all know, magiging undefined yan. So, the limit does not exist. Hence, the right-hand limit and the left-hand limit are not equal to each other and both one-sided limits do not exist. Okay, in some cases na meron tayong o meron kayong na-encounter na infinite limits, we will discuss them in lecture 2.3. Let's have our example in evaluation of one-sided limit. Number 1, the limit of the quantity x minus 2 as x approaches 4 from the left. Okay. So the first thing that we're going to do is to find the ordinary limit. Okay. For the ordinary limit, so that would simply be this one, x minus 2 as x approaches 4. Okay, so evaluating this, we have 4 minus 2 equals 2. So this one is a real number and it exists. Therefore, the limit of x minus 2 as x approaches 4 from the left is also positive 2. Also, pwede din natin sabihin na ito ay equal sa right hand limit. Ibig sabihin, parehas na na-approach from the left and from the right yung positive 2. Okay, next example, we have the limit of the quantity x minus 2 raised to 4 as x approaches 1/3 from the right. Okay, so we begin by getting the two-sided limit. X approaches 1/3. Okay, evaluating the limit, we have 1/3 minus 2 all raised to 4. We have 1/3 minus 2. So that would be negative 2/3. And then raised to 4. This would become 16/81. Okay, it exists since this is a real number. So therefore, since kailangan meron tayong reason kung bakit ay ito yung isasagot natin, no? Kapag nilagyan mo ng ganito, ibig sabihin, it exists because it's a real number. Then, the limit of x minus 2, quantity raised to 4, as x approaches 1/3 from the right, is also equal to 16/81. Okay, this is the answer. Dito sa first example natin, hindi na tayo nagawa ng conclusion na kagaya nito. Pero it's important that you can justify your answer and ipapakita nyo talaga yung pagkuha ng ordinary limit. Alright, for our next example, we have the piecewise function. Pag sinabi nating piecewise function, recall from lecture 1, mayroon tayong pieces, okay? Yung ating mga functions ay hinati natin. Okay, for this one, meron tayong tatlong parts or tatlong pieces. Actually, pwede natin i-graph muna yan if you want to visualize it. Okay, take note na meron tayong iba't ibang parts. So let us now write the corresponding y values. -2 plus 1, -1, 0, positive 1. And then for the other one, for the x, we have here 0, 1, and 2. Okay, so equal to itself, no? 0, 1, 2. And then for the green, x squared minus 1. Substitute lang natin to doon sa x. We have 3 and 8. Okay. Kagawa tayo ng graph. So we may graph this one using the colors that we assigned para ma-visualize natin. So for the first one, we have -2, -1. So that is here. -1, 0, and 0, 1. Take note na itong dinodrawing natin ay itong si x plus 1 na may piece na ganyan. Okay. So dahil ito ay may inclusion, solid point yung ilalagay natin dito. Okay? So ayan yung ating 0, positive 1. So connecting the points, ito ay actually isang line. Alright, so this is the color blue, x plus 1. And then next, we have x. I-plot natin yung red, 0, 0. Hollow lang yan. Because take note, hindi kasama yung 0. Okay, and then after that, we have 1, 1. And 2, 2. So si 2, 2 hindi rin included. So hollow lang din. And then after that, we have the last one. The parabola opening upwards. 2, 3. So ito, included si 2. So, ang ating circle ay solid. Okay? And then when x is equal to 3, y is equal to 8. So, medyo mataas na. So, mga nandito na lang yan. Tansyahin na lang natin, no? It is a parabola. Okay? Baba lang natin ng konti. So, in case you're wondering, this is a valid function. Okay? However, paano pag halimbawa nagkamali kayo, ginawa niyong solid to? Or halimbawa, yung given mismo yung mali. Paano kung solid point, pareho ito? hindi na yan magiging function kasi nag-drawing tayo ng vertical line. Okay, always remember that the vertical line test, the vertical line should intersect the function at exactly 1 point. Otherwise, it is no longer a function. Okay? So that's why this is hollow. This is now the graph of our piecewise function. Actually, you may answer A, B, and C using the graph itself. But of course, we have to solve this even without using the graph because the graphing takes time. Okay? So for easier approach, we can actually draw a number line. We can actually draw the x-axis. Okay? Okay. So showing the 0, 1, 2, the only important numbers, -2. Okay. So for the first one, let us use different colors again. So this one will be the blue, this one will be the red, and then this one will be the green. Okay, for the blue one, x squared minus 1, if x is greater than or equal to 2, so that would be this. Okay, and then let us just draw a line going to positive infinity. Okay, and then next, we have the red one. X an element of 0, 2, open interval. So that would be like this. Take note that the thing that we are doing, we are no longer required to graph this just like what we did earlier. No, x-axis lang okay na. And then for the green, x is less than or equal to 0. May inclusion tayo. So that would be like this. Okay, approaching negative infinity. All right, so let us also write the function above so that we can substitute easily. X squared minus 1. We may now evaluate the limits. First, let's have the limit of f of x as x approaches 2 from the right. Okay, x approaches 2 from the right. So assuming that this is the moving point, it approaches 2 from the right. Titignan lang natin kung alin dun sa dalawang functions, so color blue ba or color red, yung magko-coincide dito sa moving point. Of course, eto yung tinutukoy natin. The color blue, x squared minus 1. So that will be the one that we will use as the piece or the representative of f of x here. So we have x squared minus 1 as x approaches 2. Okay, here, obviously, nag-exist naman ito. So this would become 2 squared minus 1. 4 minus 1 equals 3. So this is the right-hand limit of f of x using the piece x squared minus 1. All right, for the next one, the limit of f of x as x approaches 2 from the left. From the left, so assuming that this is the moving point, and then you approach 2, okay? This is 2, okay? Ano yung function na sinasakop nito? Of course, the color red, x. So that will be used here. So we get the limit of x as x approaches 2. So take note that when we get the one-sided limit already of piecewise function, hindi na natin kailangan ilagay yung right-hand or left-hand limit for this examples. Graphically, kanina dun sa graph natin, makikita nyo yung mga values na ito ng f of x. Ayan yung ina-approach nila from the left and from the right. Okay, next, we have the limit of f of x as x approaches 2. This is the ordinary limit. So the answer here is it does not exist. Why so? Since the limit of f of x as x approaches 2 from the right is not equal to the limit of f of x as x approaches 2 from the left. Even though na nag-exist pareho yung limit Yung right and left hand limit, kapag hindi sila equal, then hindi nag-exist yung ating ordinary limit. Aside from that, meron din tayong discontinuity doon sa ating graph. We will talk about discontinuity in lecture 2.4, so stay tuned. You have now reached the end of this module. You are highly encouraged to answer the exercises at the end of this video courseware. Thank you.